Hey guys, Ando's back. Welcome back. Gonna do a nice little Kona crusted rack of lamb tonight. Got this Kirkland product out of Australia from, say, I guess Costco, right? 13 bucks a pound. This will be 2 nice portions. But what we're gonna do with this tonight, Kona crust this. I plan on serving this tonight. My wife's getting really lucky tonight. She's getting some butternut squash puree. We're gonna roast some of it, make a little puree out of some. Maybe a little roasted garlic mashed potato and a bread and tomato salad with this. And we're going to glaze the plate with a little sambal reduction, which is a very spicy chili paste, which I made a reduction out of brown sugar, honey, and a little sesame oil and some soy. It's delicious. But anyway, that's what we're having tonight. Bear with me. And if this is your first time, make sure you subscribe. Stick with me. Be back. So now I got this lamb. It's nice and cleaned up. Got most of the fat off of it. We got a nice little loin here. What we're going to do, salt and pepper this, nice kosher salt. Let's put it on a plate. I'm going to coat this with the Kona rub. Now you guys can use any kind of rub you like. You don't have to use any rub at all, just the salt and pepper, and this is going to be delicious. And I like this Kona coffee rub, and I make that with coffee and brown sugar. And basically you can use any kind of pre-made mix like Cajun spice, Creole spice, whatever you may be in the mood for, and add the coffee, little sugar to it, and the moisture in the brown sugar helps it to adhere to the meat. It's very good. I know what you're thinking, coffee's a little different. Do you want to go with coffee? But if you could smell this rub, it's delicious. Don't be shy, just stick it on the plate. Get a lot of seasoning on there. You want to coat the back of this. Also, we're going to sear this in the pan and pop it in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. Oh, it's looking good, looking good. Anyway, we have a Kona crusted rack of lamb. Oh yeah. Okay guys, we're going to do a little quick oven roasted butternut squash. I took 1 whole butternut squash, diced this bad boy up. We're going to throw them in a saute pan, one that's high heat. Okay, all you're going to do is salt, pepper this, a little bit of olive oil, toss it, get your seasonings on there. I'll probably add a little bit of roast garlic seasoning to it, and roast this in the oven. My wife really loves this stuff. She's like, I didn't know butternut squash could be so good. Just not boiled, just dry roast this in the oven with just this little bit of salt and pepper on there. And what we'll do is we'll add a little bit of dry thyme. Oh yeah. Okay, you're going to pop this in the oven for about a half an hour on about 400. Get it nice and crispy on the edges, tender in the center. It's delicious. Very simple, very easy. Okay guys, transition over to your stove. I got some smoking hot olive oil in my pan. Don't want to get this smoking hot, just smoking hot. Nice and hot so I can braise this. Sear the outside. Gonna get some nice color on both sides, and then we're gonna pop this in the oven for about 12 minutes. Here we go. Okay guys, you want a nice crust on this, but you don't want to burn that coffee on there. So I'm just going to hold it up straight, get a nice brown on that. You see when I flip this over, it's going to be nice and chocolate. with that coffee. You can smell this. Oh yeah. Now we're gonna pop that in the oven, and we'll see what she looks like in about 12 minutes. Okay guys, for this butternut squash puree, all you're gonna do is take the butternut squash that just came out of the oven. I have a magic bullet here, it's about 2 cups. Just pop this in there with a little tab of butter, and I'm gonna put just a little bit of water in here, but not much liquid at all. Take this and puree it in your magic bullet, or a blender's fine. Okay guys, let's plate this lamb. Hope that butternut squash came out for you. My puree looks pretty good. I'm just going to put a dollop right here. Smear that. And at the top of that, put a few pieces of your butternut squash. Got 2 nice textures there, the roasted and the puree with the butter. Okay. For our starch, we have this Yukon Gold potato. It's kind of a double, nice colorful look. A little bit of potato right on there next to that. We're going to take a little bit of our sriracha. Well, it's a sriracha, so to speak. This is more of the chili glaze I was telling you about. I like to just drizzle the plate with this. Looking good, looking good. Just go around your plate any way you want to do it. You could have done this first. But I like to just play around with it, give it a little color. It's looking good, looking good. But what we're going to do, from the small end, we're going to match up one set, like so. Okay. One of the bigger and one of the smaller chops. And here's your other portion, like so. Looking good, looking good. How's that look to you?